miles from Reno in a broke down El Camino, and I never thought I'd ever eat again. I was thinking about Doritos, flaming crunchy Cheetos, anything to keep me from stoving in. With my sorrows in my pocket, I locked the car and started walking, and I didn't get too far before I came to a place called Los Burritos Grill on the wilder side of Nowheresville, with the big old flashing neon sign that said Mexican food, cold beer, and tattoos. There ain't no better trail for a poor boy with the blues. Cervezas, enchiladas, carnitas, and coladas. Well, her tacos not the best, but they will do. I like Mexican food, cold beer and tattoos. Well, the lady at the counter asked if I was from around here. Well, I said, no ma'am, I'm just passing through. I told her I was hungry and my luck been kind of funny. She offered me beer and a tattoo. I ordered up some nachos, bought a round for all the vatos, and I think I seen salvation look my way. I ain't saying I'm a holy man, but I tried her guacamole in. Now I help her make it every day. Mexican food, cold beer, and tattoos. There ain't no better trail for a poor boy with the blues. Cervezas, enchiladas, carnitas, and coladas. Well, her taco's not the best, but it'll do. I like Mexican food, cold beer, and tattoos. Now we're both behind the counter, my tattooed arms around her. We don't have to beg, steal, and plead. I never made it up to Reno, and I sold at El Camino. Now all I got is everything I need. Well, her menu ain't that pricey, and she likes to keep things spicy. And I think I see salvation look my way. I know I ain't no holy man, but I love her guacamole, yeah. I still help her make it every day. Mexican food, cold beer, and tattoos. There ain't no better trail for a poor boy with the blues. Cervezas, enchiladas, carnitas, and coladas. Well, her taco's not the best, but it'll do. I like Mexican food, cold beer, and tattoos.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
Monday, I was dragging like a rusty old wagon. Tires all flattened, got it down back. This late night red eye overtime habit. Tuesday, Wednesday, no better. Thursday, felt like forever. This struggle bus gotta lead to something. Hello, Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a pair Friday, I could kiss you. Put my lips on a long neck, drink a little of my paycheck. Jackpot jukebox when I hear that throwback. George Jones takes me way back like a Kodak. And I'm smiling cause you're right on time. And finally, hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weeks work me way too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst Blue and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. Too hard. I'm gonna toast you with a Pabst or two and thank the good Lord for this bar. Maybe I'll ask a cowboy to dance. Yeah, I think I see my chance staring from across the room, looking like he's in a dancing mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you. The weekend really gets me in the mood. Hello Friday, I could kiss you.
Her name is Shayna G with our Friday anthem song, Hello Friday. Welcome to it. New Music Friday, we call it around here. And before that, Jay Gavin kicking off the show tonight with a great tune called Mexican Food, Cold Beer, and Tattoos. What a great combination. And that is sure a New Music Friday song. Absolutely. Jay Gavin Music is where you can find him all over social media. Fantastic artist. And I'll be playing more of his stuff. He's just making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. We are broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I've got a great live show for you tonight. 3 hours of the best in new country music and a couple of great radio interviews with 2 Canadian artists tonight. And I've got Jesse Smith and Jonathan Williams, both 2 male artists going to be on the program tonight. You're going to hear the stories behind their songs, and of course their music is fantastic. And I can say new country's best, our tagline behind every song tonight, and I will be doing that a lot. We want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of the radio stations that replay this program. Great stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, Down to Road Radio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden. We're on Hot and Funky Radio and 957hotandfunkyradio.com, KWradio.com, and the HossFM.com, KOZX 98.1 in Mountain Grove, Missouri on Saturdays. You can tune into that show from 10 o'clock Central, p.m. Central till midnight. So 2 hours of the best in new country over there. And of course, I am on all the major streaming platforms. Just Google search The Tim Kelly Show. You can find me on Amazon Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you stream music. Just search The Tim Kelly Show. This next artist is from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. He's a great singer and a great guitar player, one of the world's best. His name is Mike McAdoo. He's got a brand new single out to radio called Sugar Hill Road on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Someone didn't like her nights alone. Billy never gave a second thought that he was wrecking a home. They met every every chance they could out on Sugar Hill Road. Two lovers cheating in the night, didn't think anybody would know. Then one night there came a light as a car drove over the hill. It came to a stop, and for a moment it seemed like time stood still. In the quiet of the night, two shots rang out. Only one found his mark. Say he got out and ran for life, disappeared in the dark. The devil was doing his dance out on Sugar Hill Road. Billy never had a chance. Now the devil has claimed his soul. The cops couldn't find a clue, said they didn't know what to do, and why Billy was parked all alone out on Sugar Hill Road. Now Sadie's home in the kitchen, cooking the evening meal. Her husband came home and said he had finally closed the deal. He was sorry he'd been gone so long, but he was rid of a heavy load. Just the owl in the tree knows who pulled the trigger on Sugar Hill Road. Dance out on Sugar Hill Road. Billy never had a chance. Now the devil has claimed his soul. The cops couldn't find a clue, said they didn't know what to do, and why Billy was parked all alone out on Sugar Hill Road.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I gotta get my old rusty nail moved, man. Crusty and rusty and don't give a damn. I'm just like an old bent rusty nail. Just trying to stay my ass out of jail. Oh, rusty and crusty and not worth a damn. A good woman can make me a better man than I am. Well, I'm bent pretty good and I'm twisted in a weird kind of way. I just seem to want to call it a day. Well, I can't hold a job, but you just never fear. I can sell a whole can of beer. She came down and she bailed me out. Her friends think I'm a lout. I can sing you a magnificent song. I just don't seem to get along. Your friend don't understand my motivation. When I sing in a bar, I get a standing ovation. to stay my ass out of jail. I'm rusty and crusty and not worth a damn. I'm just like an old bit rusty nail, just trying to stay my ass out of jail. I'm rusty and crusty and not worth a damn. A good woman can make me a better man than I am. She's the sledgehammer that's gonna straighten me out. 'Cause I'm just like an old bit rusty nail.
His name is J.W. Jackson. He's another local artist. He is from Ozark, Missouri, just north of Branson, the live show capital of the world. I have met him on several occasions. We have had dinner with him and his wife Tricia a couple of times, and he is going to be a special guest on my show next Wednesday, this coming next Wednesday, on the Tim Kelly Show's Indie Wednesday edition of the program. I'll go on the air live at 7 p.m. Central Time, and J.W. Jackson will join me a little while after that. He is a distant relative to the great Alan Jackson. We're going to talk about all of that and more of his music as well. You get to hear 3 songs of his, but that one is a great one. I love the story on it. Bent Rusty Nail. This next artist has a brand new single out to radio. She's been coming into my TikTok lives. I haven't seen her yet, but I'm sure she'll pop in here. Her name is Trisha Marie. I'll tell you what, this song is very touching. You might want to grab a tissue because if you've ever lost a mother, this song is going to resonate. It is called When the Lights Go Out from Trisha Marie on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You got sick and I had hope. Then you went and I went cold. How do I let go of you? You're my mother, you're my light and guide, my home. So how do I move on alone? Your light went out, I don't know how to be. Your face I can't escape, mine is the same. All my time is spent hoping you're in God's grace, and I can't say goodbye. I don't know how to be. I don't know how to be. I still call you when I'm lost. Hope you're somewhere up there, Mom. How do I get over you? You're my mother. How can life just carry on when you aren't where you belong? When you aren't where you belong. Your light went out, I don't
This is Ashley Ewing, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
If we can't talk about it, we can't work it out. I can't live without you, and you can't live with the doubt. If it takes more forgiveness than your love will allow, then I'd better start missing you now. I'm not good at being lonely, having nothing left to lose. It's gonna take some practice to feel at home with the blues. If your mind's made up and I can't change it somehow, then I'd better start missing you now. Begged and I pleaded, but it's all been in vain. 'Cause your heart won't listen, that's one thing I can't change. Sooner or later, I know you'll walk out, so I'd better start missing you now. I'm not good at being lonely and having nothing left to lose. It's gonna take some practice to feel at home with the blues. If your mind's made up and I can't change it somehow, then I'd better start missing you now. Oh, if your mind's made up and I can't change it somehow, then I'd better start missing you now.
He is my good friend Alan Laney. That is Laney. We did a great radio interview about 4, 5, 6 months ago, something like that. It's in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. You can go back and listen to the past interviews. It's just the 30-minute interviews, including the 3 songs that we played during the interview. And I'm going to do 2 of those tonight. Jesse Smith is going to be up after just a few more songs. This next artist is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday. He is Kirk Menard, and his song is called Cry to Me on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You don't have to fake a smile tonight. I see the truth in your quiet eyes. You're holding back what you need to show. But if you're breaking, just let it go. You don't owe me, pretty, don't hold your breath. I've cried those same tears you ain't shed yet. You don't have to hide what the world can't see. Baby, cry to me. I ain't trying to fix what he tore apart. Just offer a shoulder and an open heart. We ain't lovers, we ain't pretend, but I can be the place where the hurt can end. No judgment here, no shame or pride. Just sit by the fire and let your soul slide. Cry to me, don't hold it in. Let it shake the walls like a southern wind. There's grace in breaking, strength in falling. So come undone, girl, I hear you calling. I don't need a reason, just honesty. So go on, cry to me. If you need to scream, if you need to pray, if you want to cuss his name every way, I got time, I got space, and I got arms that don't walk away. Cry to me, yeah, let it roll from the deepest ache in your wounded soul. You ain't gotta dance, you ain't gotta run, you just gotta feel, that's how it's done. It's more than a moment, it's more than release, it's human, it's healing. So cry to me. Yeah, baby. Cry to me. Cry to me. Cry to me.
Hello, this is Old Webb Dalton. You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Drove down from Maine with my mama to chase a Nashville dream. Got music in my soul and a fire in my heart. All the lights are green. Don't you dare underestimate me. Not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville dream. Don't let the critics slow you down. Don't let the bullies push you around. It's up to you to do what you wanna do. Not wasting time, yeah, I'm singing out loud with my ukulele playing for a bluebird crowd. Got no fear, can't stop me now, 'cause it's my destiny. This Nashville dream.
This talented young lady just celebrated her 11th birthday the other day, a few days ago. Madeline Treasure is who she is. That is called Nashville Dream, and that song is a dream. I'm telling you, she's freaking people out over here. She's in my TikTok live right now over here at Tim Kelly on Air. We're having a good time chatting with her. But yeah, 11 years old, and I'm going to be doing an interview with her as well. Check out my full live interview schedule of upcoming interviews on the bottom of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. This next artist was recently on the program just a little while ago. He's going to be on the program right now with a brand new single. And then after that, my first radio interview of the evening is going to happen with Jesse Smith. You guys stick around. We got lots more coming up. Dwayne Parker, his brand new single out the radio is called 3 More Sets on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
In a smoky neon amber, I see her body's outline in the night. And somewhere in the darkness, I see her eyes sparkle back at mine. Well, you can't go home with me. Maybe we could find some place to go. It's 1 in the morning, baby. Still got 3 more sets to go. With 3 more sets to go, I'll be free till it's time to go home. And you're the kind of woman I'd like to keep being all alone. I got a bottle of Jack Daniels, girl. Just give me one good reason to get stoned. It's 1 in the morning, baby. Still got 3 more sets to go. Said smokes and some whiskey, maybe, had to get us through the night. And the girl in the corner, all she keeps right on giving me the eye. She heard they're taking me to Nashville. It's just another hell where I could go. Well, it's 1 in the morning, baby. Still got 3 more sets to go. Well, 3 more sets to go. I'll be free till it's time to go home. And you're the kind of woman I'd like to keep being all alone. I got a bottle of Jack Daniels, girl. So give me one good reason to get stoned. It's 1 in the morning, baby. Still got 3 more sets to go. It's 1 in the morning, sugar. Still got 3 more sets to go.
Listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music, and I've got a couple of great radio interviews for you tonight. My good friend Jesse Smith from Canada is up. How are you, my friend?
Doing well, thanks. Tim, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for doing the program tonight. We appreciate the time, and even more so, we appreciate the music. You make some great songs.
Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. I've been playing them for a little bit, but it's always a pleasure to connect with the artist and get to hear the stories behind them. And you got a great album, I believe, called Headlights that come out in January of this year. It's fantastic.
Hey, thanks a lot. I'm glad you listened to it. It's been getting a few plays, and I'm really proud of how it came together.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to start off tonight's show in your set with the title track of it. But first of all, tell us about yourself a little bit. I know you're up there from Canada. Were you born and raised up there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've been all through Canada working and things since being born in Ontario, but I spent the last 10 years out in the Yukon Territory working and having some fun experiences up there. But now I'm in Newfoundland, Canada, where I'm making music and playing country for people. They seem to like country music out here on the rock.
Yep, absolutely. You know, Michael Richard, a gentleman up there from New Brunswick, has been sending me and hooking me up with a lot of great artists. And so I've been putting them on the radio. He's got me now booked into December for interviews. So we got it going on.
Oh, my. Yeah, country music's having a moment out here on the East Coast, and folks are getting into it. And a lot of artists coming out to play the festivals out here, even, Ella Langley and Blake Shelton and Shania Twain was out here last year. So, it's getting a moment.
Yeah, that is awesome. And I bet you really appreciate the summertime festivals because you guys have some long winters too, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, the winter can drag on a bit, but we'd like to, it helps you appreciate the summer, I find.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been likened to artists like Blue Rodeo, Alan Jackson, Tom Petty. That's a great variety of artists, but I love every one of that.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I try to play a little something for everybody, and I find the album has a lot of country to it, but also, if folks enjoy Blue Rodeo or Tom Petty with a bit more of a Americana feel, they might enjoy my music too.
Yeah. I've been getting a lot of Americana, and I say if it sounds country, I'm going to play it on the radio, and a lot of that does. I love that genre. And then they mix in some rock with country, and there's that Texas red dirt country here in the United States. There's just a great variety of it, even some of that outlaw country. I've been getting some of that here recently.
Yes, sir. And, it's like Chris Christopherson said, if it sounds country, it's a country song.
Yeah, absolutely. You're known for your lyrics and your catchy melodies, and it says that you also give heartfelt performances. That's a great combination because that is what people are listening for, especially in original music. It is coming from your heart, isn't it? You've experienced it, or maybe you can make music that relates to somebody else, and they've experienced it as well, and you see that in live performances out there in the crowd.
Yeah, I think those are the type of artists that I've always been inspired by, and that I think comes through in my performances and my writing. That mostly I'm writing things that I'm reflecting on my own life or experiences I've had, and I try to let that emotion come through in the music.
Yeah. What was it for you that turned you on to country music? There's a lot of other genres out there that we mentioned, and some of them are incorporated into country. But why country music for Jesse Smith?
Well, I was living out in the Yukon Territory, and I started playing bars out there with some of my original music and some things I've been playing around the campfire all my life. And it wasn't bringing in the folks to listen like I hoped it would. And then folks started asking me to play Alan Jackson and Randy Travis, and I started to love their music and just learn all of their songs from certain albums. I think I can play everything off of Drive by Alan Jackson. I mean, he's got some great songs. So the show just became more and more country over the years, and eventually I started writing country songs, and now I think I consider myself a country artist now. Yeah.
I think so. You sound country to me, and I can definitely say "New Country's Best," which is our tagline behind your songs, and we're going to say it behind all three of yours tonight. And so that's awesome. But I just interviewed a gentleman from our nation's capital here in Washington D.C. who is also a great country music artist. And he said, I was definitely going to go see Alan Jackson's last performance because, his health has gotten so bad he can't perform live anymore. And so he got to go see his last performance. And he said it was just the time of his life and reliving all of those songs that Alan Jackson made that were hits over the years.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, anybody who's a fan would have loved to be there. That'd be a once-in-a-lifetime thing to experience. And, even though he's got to get off the road, I saw some clips of that. I think he still got it, and he did a hell of a show.
Yep. There's a lot of great tribute shows out there, too. We've got them here in Branson, where I'm at, in Branson, Missouri. But I just had Daniel Gogan on my show just a week or so ago, and he does a great tribute to Alan Jackson and a bunch of other artists. He's got Brad Paisley and a bunch of others, Blake Shelton in his lineup of tributes that they do. But, boy, he sure sounds like Alan Jackson. He's pretty good, too.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a good tribute, and, those guys led the way, so we could be doing it today, and I think that, you got to incorporate some of their stuff. I like to play a bit of Alan in my shows, and Andy Travis, and, a lot of Merle, actually, too.
Oh, nice. Love Merle Haggard. We became real good friends with one of his ex-wives, Leona Williams. She lives about an hour and a half from here, and she comes to Branson all the time, and she says I was one of Hag's nags.
Oh, that's great.
She made it as a songwriter, and I'll tell you what, she's written a lot of hits for a lot of artists, just like Chris Christopherson. That was what he was known for. And but he was a pretty good singer in his own right, too, and a pretty good actor as well.
Yeah, I enjoyed all his work and some of his acting, too. So, you never know where that road's going to go once you get in the...
We missed those guys in the world of country music, Merle Haggard, Chris Christopherson. We still got Willie with us, fortunately, but I tell you what, those are the people that made country music what it still is today, and I talk about that 90s country a lot. That's what influenced me to get into country radio, and we're still talking about it 35 years later,
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm still in love with 90s country. It's all I play in my truck, and it's all of the kind of stuff that I want to be writing. I think a lot of that new kid on the block, Zach Top, I think he's got it, and some other young artists that are carrying the torch as well. I think that music's come right back to being the best stuff.
Yeah, I hear his name a lot, and my buddy Jake Worthington, who I've had the privilege of interviewing a couple of times and then meeting a couple of times in person, he's great, too, from the great state of Texas. So they are keeping traditional country music alive, as well as you, and there's a lot of great music out there that the world needs to hear, and if it wasn't for stations like ours and a bunch of others, I'm putting you out on 10 other stations, too, around the country and around the world that play the independents, then your music would not get heard, and I sure wouldn't want that. We want you to get heard.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for doing that. I didn't understand it was on that many stations. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been on several of them for several years, and so one push of the button with this new technology we have called internet radio, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I love it. And we got on a terrestrial radio station, too. I just did my first show for them this week, so that was a lot of fun. And let me ask you, though, at what point did you start singing or realize you had that voice, or maybe somebody told you, hey, you got a great voice, you need to sing?
I've been singing all my life, and my family was into it. My mom's a musician and a piano teacher, and so we'd be playing music and singing along together. She sort of told me that, you might want to look into singing professionally, so I took a few lessons. It wasn't for me getting into, singing only. It all kind of came together to be able to sing and play.
Wow. There's nothing better than that, because I talk about that all the time, and that family support, I don't know if you're a married man, we could talk about that too, or have a girlfriend or whatever that backs you 150%, but when mom tells you need to be singing, boy, that's powerful, isn't it?
It sets you on a path, I would say, yeah. And my wife, and she's very supportive of it. She's my biggest fan. And, there's nothing like having people behind you like that. My dad's very supportive of it, too. And
nice.
I don't write about family too much, but they do inspire me to keep on going with it, even when it, maybe sometimes doesn't feel like everybody's listening. You just got to keep writing and keep getting the music out there, I think.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, I've talked about songs that, people have had in the back burner, and you're a songwriter. You probably have several in your library, and you finally put them out to the world and record them. And, one song might do 10 times better than you thought it was going to do, and the other one you really were high on didn't do that well. It's just that way, isn't it? And it's the same way on this program. I love to push play on what I can call new country's best and give a little bit of variety and, play a good mix of male, female artists, groups, bands, all of that. I think radio needs all of it.
Absolutely, it does. And I mean, in my live shows, I love to play music written by female artists too. I'll do a Jewel cover. I'll do a Sheryl Crow cover. I mean, I just think it's all, people want to hear. They're all great songs. It doesn't matter. You don't got to split it up by who wrote it.
Right. So I often ask this question. I'm going to ask it to you. You've been doing this for a little while, but what is Jesse Smith's dream gig? An artist you might like to open for, or an artist that you'd love to do a duet with? Who might be some big names we might know?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would love to do a show where I maybe open for Blue Rodeo or get to join in on one of their songs together. I'm a big, they're sort of a Canadian country group, but also Mr. Cor Blund out from Alberta. He's a big inspiration to me, and I got to meet him one time when I was dealing poker in Dawson City. That was my job at a casino, and he was playing, and I don't think I'd be doing what I'm doing today if I hadn't seen his show in Dawson and heard his country music. And so, if I could get out and play a show for Corb or open for him or with him would be really dreamy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I have heard his name and seen that name before, so that's great. You got a lot of great Canadian talent. One specifically that I've had on my show a couple of times is the great Gord Banford. I think he's won, at last check that I knew, 26 Canadian Country Music Association awards.
Wow, yeah, he's great, and I didn't know he had won that many, but that's he deserves them.
Yep, 3-time male vocalist of the year that I know of at last count. And, he grew up, he was born in Australia. He grew up in Canada, but now he's made the move to Nashville, here in the United States. So he's kind of a world traveler, but his music resonates with the world, too. A lot of folks know who he is.
Yes, I find maybe that's a good recipe. You got to travel around and get a sense of the world for your music to have a world feel. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Absolutely. I was just talking to an artist. In fact, she was on my program a couple of times. We've done several interviews. She's from Texas, but she's on this new CBS series they've got coming out called The Road. And what it is you're going on the road with the great Keith Urban, and Gretchen Wilson plays the tour manager. It's a Taylor Sheridan thing, just like he did Yellowstone. So it's probably going to be a hit show, but it really shows you what life is like on the road. And boy, it's not an easy life, is it? It's fun, but it's not easy, huh?
No, it's a grind, and I've only done a little bit of traveling around to play in my life. I've never been on a full-blown tour, but yeah, I know it wears you more than just playing the local bar does. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason Aldean said you're actually making your living from those honky-tonk bars and living out of a tip jar and things like that. You probably experience that still to this day, don't you?
Yes, sir. It's life out of the tip jar. A lot of weekends for me, and but. Like I said, country music's having a bit of a moment on the east coast of Canada here, and even St. Land just opened their first exclusively country music bar, which I played 2 weeks ago, and it's all happening out here. There's more gigs all the time, more people that are turning their ear to country, and who knows, could be touring soon.
It's interesting because I've said this before. It's those hardworking people that are making a living and doing things up there in Canada, just like we have here in the United States. They work in factories or whatever it is, and they love to get away and go see live music on the weekends. Those are the folks that are supporting you and paying you, for being there on the weekends and things like that, So I love that, and that's what those kind of people are the ones that the music really resonates with.
Yes, sir, that's it. And there's, nothing but blue collar folks out here working hard between the fishermen and people working in the mines. And, I just find country music really resonates with folks out here.
Well, and a lot of great country music is written about those folks. They are, like Alabama said, you work a 40-hour week for a living, just to send it on down the line. They're the ones that are doing that, aren't they?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Your first song, Headlights, title track of your album that came out in January. Tell us about it.
Well, it's a song that came around. I wrote it actually just in November of the year before. It all kind of happened on one day. My wife was working in the next town over doing night shift at an old folks home. And she's got this junky little car that I don't trust, but she had to drive it there 6 nights a week. And she'd be driving home through some of this terrible Newfoundland winter weather where, you know, you could have 100-kilometer-hour winds and things blowing across the highway. And I was just worried about seeing her again some nights, and so I couldn't wait to see her headlights come into the driveway. And a little song that I've been working on, music-wise, came to mind, and the lyrics sort of started to flow, and all of a sudden it was written. And I was already working with the producer who was doing the album, Mr. Dave Fitz, and he loved it when he first the rough version. So a few weeks later, we were starting to put in the other instruments and get it together, and it came together to be what I thought is the strongest song on the album.
Wow.
And we made it.
Isn't that something? See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. She works hard on the night shift 6 nights a week, and there's a song right there out of it. Man, that's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was. I'm really proud of that one, and she inspires a lot of my music. There's 3 or 4 songs, maybe even half the album is about our life together, and I hope we keep having those kind of moments where, you know, it's just something we're doing, something everyday life that just flows into words and becomes a new song.
There's nothing better than that. How long you guys been married?
We've been together 7 years and married 5 years.
Oh, congratulations. You got a year on me. I've been married to my wife 4, but we've been together for 12 too. So that is awesome. And how did you guys meet? Was it because of music or what?
It wasn't because of music. We were living in a small town up in Dawson City, Yukon, where there's only about 800 people year round. And so after a couple winters together, we found our way to knowing each other. And you know how it is when you meet the one, you're sticking with them. But you know, luckily we found each other up there, and we're not stuck up there anymore where, you know, you're kind of in the middle of nowhere. We're down in Newfoundland now, which, even though it's out in the middle of the ocean, doesn't feel like the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. You got to have somebody up there that not only helps keep you warm, but warms your heart, huh?
That's right. Yeah, mighty cold in the winters there, and dark too, but it didn't seem that way and when we were together, so we decided to do the long haul together.
That is awesome. Well, we're going to play Headlights, and hopefully the heat in this car we're going to play the headlights on is working as well. It gets cold up there. I know it does. Jesse Smith is with us tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Look out my window, I see the ocean blue. Close my eyes, I see visions of you. We got a love that feels so true. Say I'm driving over, baby, I'm in the mood. I can't wait to see your headlights in my driveway, and that beautiful full moon shining your way to my door. Baby, I'm in love, and I swear by the stars above, you light up my life. I can't wait to see your headlights. Oh, I can't wait to see your headlights. Baby, I watch you walk through my door. It's my motor run. Baby, we kiss and take off our clothes. Gets my heart pumping. There's no feeling like holding you. stars above. You light up my life. I can't wait to see your headlights. I can't wait to see your headlights.
That song is called Headlights. It is the title track of his latest project that came out last January, so it's doing quite well, and that is a great song. It should do quite well, and you just heard the story behind it right here with Jesse Smith. Man, that's a great song.
Thank you so much. I'm really proud of that one.
Yeah, you're welcome. I bet your wife's proud, too. You know, it's pretty cool when you can not only make the fans happy, and you got a fan base, but also make your family happy at the same time.
Yeah, it's nice, and you know, she appreciates being the inspiration for songs. She's not always looking to be, but it's just how the music flows. You know, she does a little something or says a little something, and all of a sudden there's a new idea for a song. And
yeah,
I don't know, to have that kind of relationship. It's nice to have her around for all the little inspiring things that she does.
Well, absolutely. And we were talking about off of the air while that song was playing, all of the work that goes into putting this together, you know, to designing that album cover and taking those shots of pictures. You know, you got a website to design, you got all this merch to design and everything. Being an independent artist is a lot of work, isn't it? But it's a lot of rewarding work at the same time.
Yeah, it's work, but it's, you know, you're getting to live your dream, and a lot of people don't get to do that. So, you know, even if it doesn't turn into, you know, platinum records and playing at the Old Opry, it still feels great to be working on that stuff and pushing out, you know, my original music and hoping to get more and more people listening to it.
Absolutely. And if we're still talking about Jesse Smith's music 35 years from now, like we talk about that 90s country or some of those classics, that wouldn't be a bad deal either, would it?
Wouldn't be too bad at all.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully that happens for you. And we'll get your social media here in just a second. And your first name, Jesse, just has the 2 E's on it. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Think of You First is the next song we're going to play, though. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that's a fun one. It's also inspired by my missus. That was a bit of a get out of the doghouse kind of song. I don't know if I was actually, you know, in trouble of losing her or anything like that, but I just, you know, we were growing apart a few years ago, working at jobs up in the Yukon where I was out at a drill camp, and she was in town, and it just, I don't know, I wasn't saying the right things maybe through messages to stay connected as much as I wish we were, so a little song of mine, I was feeling that way, and next thing I know, I got the whole thing wrote, and she loved it, and it's just a song about, you know, wanting to get your priorities right, and you know, the people that are part of your life are the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love hearing that because, my wife is my soulmate. And, it's a lot of time away from each other, when we're doing this behind the scenes, recording these interviews and doing the radio live, and doing several shows. It is, but we love the music and you guys become our family. It's really that way kind of for us. We don't hang out with a lot of people here in the town that we live in or anything like that, but you guys have become our family and we call it a radio family. And, I love seeing artists support other artists. Many songs have come about. You'll find somebody that I play on the radio that's a great writer, or you like their writing style, and you reach out to them, or maybe do a duet with, or something like that. It's just really neat to see all of that happen.
I think that's amazing. It's so possible nowadays through this wonderful social media and the internet being as widespread as it is. But the fact that you're chasing it and making all this happen is really inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a lot of work building a brand. I can tell you that. We're 13 years in on this one, but it has taken off in the last couple of years, and it's led me to you, so that's a good thing. Still Water Runs Deep is the third song, which will kick off the top of the next hour. Tell us about it.
That's a Fallen in Love song, and I guess all the songs we chose for today are about my love of my life, my wife Mo, and I met her up in Dawson City, where there's a river that runs through the middle of town, the Yukon River, and it's moving pretty fast. But places where it pools up, it's pretty flat. You might even think it's a lake because it's so wide. And so, anyways, that was the inspiration for the title of the song. But it's just a song about us falling in love with each other and how big feelings are sometimes a little bit under the surface, and just night after night seeing each other around town and getting up the gumption to actually, connect and ask each other out and start seeing if that was a good fit. And I'm glad I did, because it turned out we're, happily married now, and I hope we never.
That is awesome. There's so many relationship songs out there in the world of music and country music as well, and the stories behind them, like you're telling tonight, that are going to resonate with so many people, and they're going to be excited about your songs. And the Headlights is great too. That whole album is fantastic. So thank you for doing that. And I'll tell you what, anytime you want to come back and promote something new to me and do this again, I'd love to have you back on. It's been a blast talking to you today.
It's been really, really fun, Tim. I'd love that. So
yeah.
I'll make sure you know about my new music. I am writing some new stuff, and there could be some recordings soon, so we'll just keep in touch about it.
Okay. Let's get your social media before we wrap this up, and tell us where folks can find you if they want to check out more of Jesse Smith.
Sure. I'm most active on Instagram, where you can find me Jesse Smith Music, and if there's somebody else using that name, I don't know them, but I'm the one in Bonavista, Newfoundland. And if they want to find me on Facebook, I'm at Jesse Smith Live, and that's where I post most of my announcements about shows and try to connect with people. Here and there, I do some videos of recordings at home and new music I'm working on. I also have a YouTube channel that is also by the title Jesse Smith Music, and I think on YouTube it's a little harder to find me, but I'm the one from Newfoundland, Canada. And that's pretty much the main places. I don't really do TikTok yet or anything like that.
Okay, well, you're getting the love over here on TikTok. I was telling you off the air about how people are tapping that screen all the time in this show, and just recently we set a record of 206,000 hearts. That means everybody's liking the show, and they just keep hitting that screen, and then they give the host gifts and stuff like that. So if you get on TikTok, I'll sure give you a follow, and it's a pretty cool format, because in 60 seconds you just give these little teasers of a song. That's what I hear, and I want to go to YouTube and hear the rest of the song, so that gets me to subscribe to your YouTube channel too. So just a heads up on that.
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm late to the game, but I'm willing to try.
Well, I'm glad you're in the game, and thanks for finding me. It was fun having you on today.
Great. Thanks, Tim. Great chatting to you.
You bet. Jesse is Jesse, by the way, Jesse Smith, and he's a great artist, and go check him out. Give him a like and a follow, and you come back anytime. You're welcome here on the program. Absolutely.
Great. Thanks, Tim. I feel very welcome. It was great talking to you. I hope we talk again soon.
You bet. This is called Think of You First by Jesse Smith on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Think of you first, 'cause I've been thinking too much about my job and my car and my money. I wanna think of 'cause I can stand losing anything but you, honey. Some days there's a cloud, yes, sometimes light gets dark around me day in and day out. Lately I'm making everything about me. I wanna think of you first, 'cause I've been thinking too much about my job and my car and my money. I wanna think of you first, 'cause I can stand losing anything but you, honey. You give, maybe wasn't all that I could give, and it gives me a fit, 'cause I know that I just didn't think. I wanna think of you first, 'cause I've been thinking too much about my job and my car and my money. I wanna think of you first, 'cause I can stand losing anything but you, honey. But instead of running, you put on a ring, and I can't be lucky forever. So I gotta think of you first, 'cause I've been thinking too much about my job and my car and my money. I wanna think of you first, 'cause I can stand losing anything but you. Yeah, I wanna think of you first. Yeah, I gotta think of you first. I wanna think of you first. Yeah, I wanna think of you first.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Still water runs deep, asking for heartbeat. When your glance crosses mine, still water runs deep, and I'm off of my feet. You got me wanting your love. I know why you look away. I know why you look away. I know why you look away. I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you. Still water runs deep. You making me wait when you yell out across the bar. Still water runs deep. I think I might be just what you looking for. Whoa. I know why you look away. Yeah, I know why you look away. I know why you look away. I'm still looking at you.
Is your love on my mind? Oh, I know why you look away. I know why you look away. I know why you look away. But I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you. I'm still looking at you.
His name is Jesse Smith. What a great Canadian artist he is, and great music on the radio tonight because of Jesse Smith. And I've got another great radio interview with another great Canadian artist, Jonathan Williams. That is coming up in hour number 2. Thank you, Jesse Smith, for being on the Tim Kelly Show tonight. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. That is the website. I am broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I'm also live on my Facebook account. I'm live on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio, and I'm live on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. And I've got a 30-minute movie of fun, cool things to do in Branson, the live show capital of the world. And speaking of cool, you better look for something cool to do this weekend. It is going to be hot, and you can check out the full weekly weather forecast on my website as well, right there on the homepage. We've got a hot song kicking off hour number 3. This next artist is from Texas. It gets pretty warm down there. And the song is called Houndin' Me from James Cook. James Cook Music on social media and on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
When the sun gave way to the ground below, you can hear the dog cows and the sound of a bellow. I'll hold you close as the winds blow through. Listen to me, sister, there's a twist ahead right for you. We'll keep looking to the skies for a sign, but there'll be no warning. If we hold on tight, we might make it to the morning. Something in the air sounding me tonight. Something in the air sounding me tonight. Something in the wind's coming in from the other side. Something big headed our way this time. Something in the air sounding me. Swim from the edge of the great unknown. Mighty, mighty breeze guaranteed to cut you to the bone. Directing my soul with a weather vane. All the rain's gonna fall, gonna drown these tears away. Something in the air sounding me tonight. Something in the air sounding me tonight. Something in the wind's coming in from the other side. Something big's headed our way this time. Something in the air sounding me. To the skies for a sign, but there'll be no warning. If we hold on tight, we might make it to the morning. 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 Oh no, something in the wind's coming in from the other side. Something big's headed our way this time. Something in the air's hounding me tonight. Something in the air's hounding me tonight. Something in the air's hounding me.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Patsy Cline and Willie, Merle and Johnny Cash. Stack of CDs sliding around that F-150 dash. Riding downtown, singing out loud to an old school country song. Back at home, he'd pick the chords and I try to strum along. I try to strum along, sing. Till the sun went down, he had the best seat in the house. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now, when he had the best seat in the house. Gatlinburg to Dallas, Green Bay to Cocoa Beach. He'd call me up before each show and say, sing a song for me. So I'll never leave out Loveless, wherever this road leads. And I won't forget the courthouse square underneath that old oak tree. He was singing along with me, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Bringing the band back to my hometown. He had the best seat in the house. Heaven only knows. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now, when he had the best seat in the house. Those kind of memories never burn out. I give it all to be back there now. A front porch begging till the sun went down, bringing the band back to my hometown. Heaven only knows. Though his face ain't in the crowd, I can still feel him here and now. And he has the best seat in the house. Yeah, yeah, best seat in the house. Yeah, yeah.
That is a brand new single out to radio from my good friend Casey Johns. It is called Best Seat in the House. You guys got the second best seat in the house. I got one right behind the microphone here, and I am loving that song. And I got to meet Casey Johns a couple of months ago. She was playing over here in Springfield, Missouri at the Southbound Bar and Grill, and I thought, man, that close, I'm going to go meet her. She's been a special guest on my program a couple of times, and of course in the previous radio interview that we did, I wanted to know this. Her name is KC. I'm a big KC Chiefs fan, as you guys know. I've got Patrick Mahomes tattooed on my arm and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, how did you get your name? Was it something with KC and the Kansas City Chiefs? She said no, she was actually named after KC and KC and the Sunshine Band. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. KC's got a few tattoos as well. So we had a good time hanging out. KC Johns is fantastic. Go get yourselves best seat in the house and like and follow her all over Facebook and social media as well. This next artist is making his radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. This is the first time playing this song. His name is Ryan Larkins, and it is called If Heaven Had a Mailbox on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
I don't know what it was that made the thought cross my mind. Might have been that box of memories I hadn't seen in quite some time. Faded pictures of long lost friends, grandma's postcard from the beach. Kinda got me thinking how cool it would be if heaven had a mailbox. I'd be writing non-stop, sending up an airmail letter every day. Up there to a gold street, a white post and some concrete, right in front of those pearly gates. I'd like that a lot, yeah man, if heaven had a mailbox. I could tell my best friend things I never got to say, like it ain't the same without you. I think about you every day. I could shoot a note to God saying thanks for all you do. Look forward to getting up there. P.S. Hope it ain't too soon. If heaven had a mailbox, I'd be writing non-stop, sending up an airmail letter every day. Up there to a gold street, a white post and some concrete, right in front of those pearly gates. I'd like that a lot, yeah man, if heaven had a mailbox. If heaven had a mailbox. I know I'll see him again when I reach the other side, but until then, it sure be nice if heaven had a mailbox. I'd be writing nonstop, sending up an airmail letter every day. Up there to a gold street, a white post and some concrete, right in front of those pearly gates. I'd like that a lot, yeah man, if heaven had a mailbox. If heaven had a mailbox.
Hello, this is Webb Dalton. You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show's New Music Friday on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Every road is winding, scared because we stopped fighting. We used to see red, now we see black and white inside. for no reason. I knew you through every season. Now all I know is our reruns. The walls are bare in places we used to be. Picture frames shattered are better than empty as glass meets brick. I wish it could have been different in the house we built. Guess I was just house sitting. House sitting. Bricks and mortar, wine to water, water to nothing at all. Showing up to showing off, then walking right at our front door. If only our love could be more than a memory. Picture frames shattered are better than empty as glass meets brick. I wish it could have been different in the house we built. Guess I was just house sitting. House sitting. House sitting.
Her name is Caitlin May, and that is her brand new single out to radio. It is called House Sitting, and I know you guys are sitting around the house wondering where's his next interview. It is coming up after one more song. I'm going to have Jonathan Williams, another great Canadian artist, on the program tonight. You're going to get to hear the stories behind his songs, and then in hour number 3, lots more great country music is straight ahead, so don't go anywhere, will ya? Connor Perry is up with a brand new single called Bar Girl on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Gave up hope and said I was done, till a buddy of mine said, come on son, you can have a beer, I'll have tequila with lime. We'll sit there and talk until closing time. Pulled up a stool and thought, why am I here? Got her attention, said, can I get that beer? She turned around and we locked eyes. I think I may have finally found my reason why. I got her number and another round. Said, this is a dream, I can't believe what I found. She's a bar girl with fire in her eyes on a Friday night. She's a bar girl with whiskey on her lips, kissing me just right. Two-stepping on the dance floor to our song. Wishing I could do this all night long with my bar girl. After work I'll pick you up at 8. She said, sounds perfect, I can hardly wait. We've been together a year, but it feels like 3. I still don't understand it, wondering how can it be. I thank my lucky stars and the Lord above. I never thought I'd say this, but I think I'm in love with this bar girl with fire in her eyes on a Friday night. With this bar girl with whiskey on her lips, kissing me just right. Two-stepping on the dance floor to our song. Wishing I could do this all night long with my bar girl. I remember taking shots of Jack and Lynn. Friday night with my bar girl, with whiskey on her lips, kissing me just right. Just stepping on the dance floor to our song, wishing I could do this all night long with with my bar girl.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is New Music Friday. I'm playing the best in new country music. And these next three songs, you get to hear the stories behind. Jonathan Williams is with us today. How are you, my friend?
I am good, Tim. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Thanks for doing the show. I appreciate it. And your music is fantastic. I am ready to play them, and we're going to get to hear the great stories behind them as well. You're a great Canadian artist.
Oh, thank you so much, Tim. Yes, that's right.
Yep. So I've been getting a lot of music from Canada. I'm working with this young man from New Brunswick. His name is Michael Richard. He's been finding me and helping me with a lot of artists, but he's also now finding me artists from here in the USA too. So you guys are really good, and independent music, man, I totally believe in it. We were talking about that off the air, and how, you know, these original songs just really resonate with people.
Right, and that's great. It was actually Michael that reached out to me and connected me with you, so I really appreciate him. So a quick name drop there. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. You're into a lot of different genres. You like elements of pop and rock and folk put into your music, and you grew up listening and emulating the great Gordon Lightfoot. Man, I'll tell you, I don't think he had a genre. He was just great, wasn't he?
Oh my goodness. Well, long story, but I'll keep it short. But yeah, I grew up with a couple of parents that loved music, and it was my dad that loved Gordon Lightfoot. So naturally, I grew up with him and listening to him, and I was graced with the middle name of Lightfoot. So there you go.
Oh wow. Okay, that is awesome. I'm pretty light on my feet too, but I can't sing.
Oh man, yeah.
Maybe in the shower or something. My daughter, she loves to go out and do karaoke, but that's just not my thing. Now I can talk on the radio all day long, and we're going to do that tonight for you. But
there you go. Well, there's your voice right there.
Yeah.
No, I grew up with just listening to a lot of stuff, and it's so cool to be able to look back and apply these influences into the music. It's such a great, and these days too, with country music, it's amazing how diverse it's become, just with all the different elements and hearing these major artists try new things, and they're really doing well. It's great.
Right, absolutely. You're talking about finding your voice. At what point in your life as a young man, probably real young maybe, did you realize that you had that voice and that you wanted to be a singer?
You know what? Yeah, I was always interested in playing guitar, and it was growing up and listening to 80s metal. Actually, Iron Maiden was my favorite for ages, and so I loved the guitar so much that I just picked it up and I began playing it for years. And I did have the desire to sing, but I was so shy to do it. But what happened was one of these years, when I was learning, my guitar was stolen out of the back of my friend's vehicle, and I was devastated, and I didn't know what to do with myself, and I didn't have enough money to buy another one, and I don't know, I just had this thought, well, maybe I could sing my way to earn enough cash to buy another guitar. So I joined. I was successful in becoming the lead singer of a cover band years ago. And so the guys never knew that I played guitar. I just sang, and finally I managed to buy the guitar that I loved, and it just kind of kept going from there. I was like, okay, well, I guess I have a voice.
That is awesome. Yeah, you were in a rock band called Iris up there in the Victoria area of Canada up there. And so you got to open for some big name acts too, it says, and that's really where you learned to be a dynamic performer, became a dynamic performer.
Yeah, those were fantastic experiences. Just being able to become a house band for one of the larger venues in Victoria, and so every time that they had a great act, and that include some incredible Canadian legendary artists, including you mentioned them, Colin James and 5440 and Trooper and Dr. Hook, and so every time they came through, we were lucky enough to actually open up for them. So it really gave me a lot of experience to not only to play and sing, but also to perform.
Yeah, that is awesome. Now, I don't know about this, but I've been told, there's a lot of great rock music out there, but usually it's like classic rock that has really resonated with us. Of late, artists have told me that rock has become more harder to write, and that's what led them to country, because you can really tell better stories in country music.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Having done rock all my life growing up, I when I started writing songs, I had friends telling me that, dude, you'd be a good country artist, and I never really listened to it because I was so into rock. But just I began seriously writing and performing country music because it allows for me to sing about more sincere and genuine things, and especially expressing my faith too. So country music just became the perfect genre for me.
Right, absolutely. We'll talk about how God led you back to music, but you ended up in Vancouver with this dream of music, and then life took over, and you even became a police officer and worked in law enforcement. Tell us about that.
Oh, I sure did. Yes. Well, it was just at the peak of what I thought was going to be my music career, the bridge. Just a moment where I reached a certain age. I was married, and it just we just decided, well, maybe we should stop this. It's I'm 30. I just turned 30, and we weren't signed or anything that we thought we would at that point. So I hung it up and just started doing jobs to afford building a family. But I was so heartbroken over letting music go because it was my identity. It was all I ever wanted and dreamed to do. So I have this huge void to fill in terms of purpose and meaningfulness. So I did some soul searching and a lot of praying, and then it became, maybe I should do emergency services. So I gave thought to doing the Air Force, and I gave thought to doing firefighting. And then just faithfully, I applied to the RCMP, which is the Federal Policing Agency of Canada. And 11 months later, and a whole lot of interviews and tests, I was selected, and off I went. So it was incredible, and it fulfilled that need that I had of purposefulness and contributing to society. It was incredible. So I loved that for 12 years. I worked solid. It was a wonderful thing.
Yeah, that is awesome. I saw that you were suffering from severe depression, and you found yourself unable to continue working for a time. So that is something that I think about all the time, because I've taken a little break from radio, especially when we had the pandemic back in 2020, and you guys up there in Canada were locked down even longer than we were. I really started missing it, just being gone for a year, because that music didn't stop coming into my email. I didn't shut that down. And I'm like, wow, this song is great. This song is great. I sure need to get back into radio. And of course, here we are.
Wow. I love that. Yeah, it's amazing. Music is the magic. But it was after 12 years of service, I saw and had to deal with a lot of stuff. So PTSD came roaring in. Actually, it was a slow tsunami, if I could kind of explain it. Just from the start to the very end, it was just a slow build, and finally I wasn't aware of it. It became, policing is such an amazing opportunity, but it becomes your new normal. And so you begin to see things that nobody else sees, so it makes you a little bit different, but you hang out with your comrades at work. But that PTSD came in, and then the dissolution or the destruction of the marriage came in, and I couldn't do both those. So I spent a lot of time just in silence. I couldn't go out anywhere. I was bedridden for days on end. And then, after getting some therapy, it was a question that kind of came, was like, well, what did you do before you did policing? And I kind of chuckled and said, well, I wanted to be a rock star, actually, thinking that they weren't expecting that. Well, if you did music, you should pick it up again. And I followed that tip, and because depression, it destroys all of your joy. So if you're looking for that, you don't bother. But I thought, well, why not? And so I pulled out the guitar, dusted it off. It had been 15 years or so. And started playing it, and that spark was still there. And years later, 2-3 years later, here I am, and it's been the love of my life.
That is awesome. You know, I just recently interviewed another artist that's been on my show many times. He's a former law enforcement officer as well. And you know, when kids are young, and they did it especially in my generation too, they look up to police officers and they want to be one when they grow up. You know, that's a goal of a lot of young kids. And you know, it's a different world that we live in now. It just is. But that's still a goal of a lot of people, because you know, law enforcement is to be respected. And you know, I respect you for doing that, and then on the side, wanting to do something in music. I think that is so neat that music resonates with people so much. And you talk about you know, God really leading you back to music, and you really got into the studies of the Bible. But you're doing God's will when you're giving His talent back to the world. You're helping many more people than you probably did in law enforcement, if you realize that.
Oh, that's a beautiful point, Tim. Yeah, you know what? He's so good at entrusting him with. And I never wanted to be a police officer either, but it's just, what do I do now? You know, like, how can I contribute to your world? And so being, and I kind of discovered this later too, is that being a police officer is very much being like a shepherd, and these people that are really suffering, or at least destroying their own lives and others. It's the grace of God that had me go and find them and bring them not only the consequences of their actions, but also to have them reflect and change. And it was amazing to see that. But you're right. You know, music, once it's out there, and whatever message is being in that song is it can be a profound awakening for people that are listening.
Absolutely. So let's talk about something that I love talking about on this program, and that is songwriting. What resonates with you more? Is it the lyrics, or are you more melody based, or is it a combination of both? And you're like, wow, okay, I gotta put all of this together and make a song out of it.
Yeah. For me, it's music. I will play an instrument, the guitar. I'll pick it up, and just with whatever emotion I'm feeling, it will actually initiate a melody, and then I go with that. And then there's certain things I'll do to get inspired. One of the coolest things is to play the piano. It's not an instrument that I can play easily, but when I hear certain sounds, melodies have an easier way of coming out. So that's one way. I also can, sometimes if I hear music playing off in the distance, I can't hear the sound or the singing, but I can hear the chord changes. Suddenly I get inspired by that, and I'll run to the studio, my home studio here, and start playing. And it's so music just captures that emotion, and so the lyrics then will be the way I can translate what I'm feeling into words.
That is awesome. You know, I've heard that a lot of late, that the piano is one of the best instruments to write music to. And some artists have a hard time picking up a piano. I have a hard time because they're heavy, but, you know, there's a joke in there somewhere. But, you know, it is one of the greatest instruments. And you know, when we hear a lot of country music, we hear a lot of piano in some of it, you know, and there's so much like Ronnie Millsap or Stevie Wonder. I think about Ray Charles, all those guys that were blind and couldn't even see. And an artist just recently told me, you know, it's just muscle memory. Your hands don't even know what they're doing once you get it, you know.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, it's amazing. You're right. It is that it becomes another appendage of communication, and we all know what's being said. It's amazing. You know, you may not understand. There's no lyrics that are needed for music. You can pick up on emotion and everything that's being communicated through the artist. It's incredible.
It's more of that God-given talent, isn't it? Because you know, those people can't see. They have to deal with major things on a daily basis, being blind. But then to do that, and what they've done in the world of music is just beyond crazy. And that's got to be God.
Absolutely. Yeah, it is.
Yep,
I
absolutely.
totally agree.
Goodbye Back is the first song that we're going to play tonight. You just recently sent me this one, so it's brand new to me as well. I got a chance to listen to it. It is fantastic. Tell us the story behind it.
Oh, thanks, Tim. Yeah, Goodbye Back is all about finding that confidence in yourself to move on. And sometimes we struggle with the past or an ex or someone that we had a lot of connection to in a relationship. And these people can sometimes come and go or not treat us properly, leave and then come back. And this is a song to kind of give us that power back of like, no, once you say goodbye, it's done. So you can't have your goodbye back.
Man, that is powerful. And we haven't talked about it yet, but your marriage ended in 2017, and that happened to me in 2010. After 20 years, never would I have thought that. But the wife that I have now is my soulmate, and we met on the internet. And I would have never thought internet dating would have worked.
That's amazing, Tim. Well, congratulations. That's beautiful. And yeah, you're right. It's internet. We concern ourselves a lot with the dangers, but wow, look at that. That's a success story.
Internet radio's worked out pretty good too. I'll tell you that.
No kidding. That's amazing.
It's led me to Jonathan Williams today, and we're glad you're here. We're going to play Goodbye Back, and then we'll come back and talk about a couple of other great songs. One's called Wildfire, and then the other is called That's What a Heartbreak Tastes Like. And we'll talk to him some more on the next segment. Jonathan Williams on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Made up, the whole town knew you would make a goodbye rumor come true. Your sun never set on settling down, and your 5 stones headed straight out of town. Small town lights turn big city dreams, but you're moving on's waiting on me. Well, you can't get past that welcome mat when yesterday's leaving you just like that. You can't get the gone out of good and gone. Yeah, you can't get a goodbye back, when it's wrong, back, sing it in a song. Taillights hit you like shattered glass. Yeah, you can't get a goodbye back. Well, you wrecked my heart, baby, for the last time. There's a 2 a.m. moon with a whole lot of shine in my comeback cup. I kinda knew how we would end up. Don't send me no late night text anymore. There's a new lock on the front door. Well, you can't get past that welcome mat when yesterday's leaving you just like that. You can't get the gone out of good and gone. Yeah, you can't get a goodbye back, when it's wrong, back, sing it in a song. Taillights hit you like shattered glass. You can't get a goodbye back. Get a goodbye back. No, you ain't getting past that welcome mat. You can't go leaving then crawl on back. You can't get the gone out of good and gone. No, you can't get a goodbye back, when it's wrong, back, sing it in a song. Taillights hit you like shattered glass. No, you can't get a goodbye back. No, you can't get a goodbye back. Your mind's made up, the whole town knew You'd make a goodbye runner come true. Ooh, you can't get it back, 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 back. Can't get a goodbye back. No, you can't get a goodbye back.
His name is Jonathan Williams. That is called Goodbye Back. You just heard the story behind that song, and I'm going to say goodbye to you here in a little bit, but I hope you can come back, man. This has been fun.
Oh, this has been fun, Tim. This has been amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, and we still got 2 more songs to play. Wildfire is the next one. Tell us about it.
Yes, Wildfire. That song started. It's a pretty cool story about how that song began. We're talking about what inspires us to write music, and I just put on a fresh pair of strings on my acoustic guitar, and that first introduction, guitar finger picking, was the first thing I began playing on the guitar, and so I recorded it and sent it to my music producer, Jeff Johnson, who also co-wrote that song. Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, what do you think? And I just called it Wildfire for some reason. And so he gave me the first couple of lines for the lyrics, and I began singing it the way you hear it. And so we just built the song the way it is. And it was all about, so Jeff and I, we also built a great rapport, and we have a similar history in terms of our our marriages and how they fell apart. So we both suffered from heartbreak from that, and we thought, well, wildfire, like, when the devastation of a wildfire, there's nothing left but ashes. There's nothing left to kind of fix or to repair or to build up from. And so we thought, wow, that's really the message in this song.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about how when a heartbreak or a divorce or something like that happens, wildfire is really it. It's the end, and everything turns to ashes. And one of the best lines that Jeff came up with that is that whatever happens and the way that other person behaves in the marriage, you can't put that up in a bedside picture frame. It's so hard.
Wow.
So yeah.
That is awesome. Man, you just made me think of that popular song Wildfire, and I had to think of who was singing it, so I researched it real quick while you were talking. It was Michael Martin Murphey that came up with a song called Wildfire. You probably know of it. I think it's about a horse that was named Wildfire, and he's riding that horse. And I've got a group. They're 2 sisters, and they call themselves Wildfire. That's the name of their group, too. They're a great duo in music. But your story does definitely tell a great story, because I'll tell you this, and we had it, you probably have seen it all over TV, but in the Pacific Palisades in California recently, they had these big wildfires all over, and a lot of big name celebrities lost their homes or had to evacuate and get out of there. And they said one thing that was starting to come back to the Palisades was music. And I didn't even know that they had that big of a music scene in the Pacific Palisades, but that was starting to make a comeback. So isn't that interesting that the very first thing when you have a tragedy like that people want to come back and want to resonate with is the music?
Yeah, that's a great story, Tim. Yeah, the wildfires I've had to deal with and do a lot of policing through that too.
Mm-hmm.
I had to,
can't even imagine, man. I've seen, and the wind carrying them, and I mean, it was like a hurricane on fire, with those Santa Ana winds, 80, 90 miles an hour, just crazy and everything. They couldn't escape it. And recently happened in Hawaii too.
That's right. Yeah, it's devastating. It's just so remarkable. It's something that is totally uncontrollable, and that's the other thing that makes it so scary is that it's out. There's not much. You just kind of have to watch and evacuate where you and leave everything that you value behind.
Right.
It really is such an experience to really know what your own value of life is.
But you know the relationship that you have with God and the way that you believe, and I've been reading that, and I think you're just a great person. But you know, the biggest thing that music does too is they use it to raise money and to do benefits for folks to help them through those tragedies. And I love that when you're using your God-given talent in that way as well.
Yeah, that's a beautiful point, Tim. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a heart. Let's see, the third song, that was a heartbreak. That's what a heartbreak tastes like. That's the third song. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, that's what Heartbreak Tastes Like is the first song that I met and worked with Jeff Johnson on. And Jeff, by the way, he's an award-winning music producer. He's an artist himself, very talented man. But thankfully, he lives in the same city as I do here in Vernon. So he's got great connections. And all three of those songs, actually, when we wrote them together in Vernon, we actually had the studios in Nashville record them. So that's what Heartbreak Tastes Like was recorded in Station West in Nashville, and it was the mixer that was Billy Decker, and we had some fantastic artists working on it. The other two were Saxman Studios. So Grady Saxman is not only a drummer but a fantastic music producer and has his recording studio there. So, but that's what Heartbreak Tastes Like. This was the first song that Jeff and I wrote together, and this is after just meeting with each other. We poured our hearts out together. We talked about what was on our minds, and of course it was the hurt. So I remember saying something about how the song, if there's a way of saying how when something hurts so much you can taste it. And so we started working with that, and so it was the burn of sipping the hard whiskey and certain things that metaphors that would describe the pain and the heartache or the pain of dealing with that. So that's what Heartbreak was the song, and it was the first one that we wrote, and it did so well with radio. It was performing on a lot of international radio stations. It was picked up here in Canada. It was played on Sirius XM, so that was really a great start to the country scene for me.
That is awesome. You've got a cool statement in your website here. I'm just going to read this one paragraph. It said, or this one sentence. It says, "The songs that Jonathan writes are a testament to the power of the human spirit." So let me ask you this. What is the feeling in the room, especially on this co-write or something like that you do when a song is about to happen and you're so gone from being depressed back in the day to elated and excited for this to hit radio, right?
So true. And you know what? It was when we were recording Goodbye Back, there were certain moments in writing the song that we were so excited, so happy. You're right. There was no ounce of depression or sadness in the room. It actually felt, and this is the great Jeff Johnson said, "Wow, man, this feels like Christmas." And I was like, "You're so right." It's like the joy that you have of opening up a gift when you're a kid, the magic of it all, the joy of getting something that you've always wanted. That's the same feeling of hearing the creation of a song that comes out of your own heart, and there it is. Everyone's on board and writing a beautiful song. It's such a beautiful experience.
That's amazing. That is God at work again, isn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Yeah. Well, thank you for, he put us together today, too. Thanks for doing this interview tonight. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure, Tim.
Been a pleasure having you on. Where can folks find Jonathan Williams on social media if they want to check out more of your music and hear more of your story or read more of it?
Yeah, it's Jonathan Official Music. So that would be the tag and the mention on Instagram, Facebook, and I have an older site called JonathanOfficialMusic.com, but any of those three, you'll find me.
Okay, that's the one I'm looking at. You got a Facebook page on there, link to that. You also got YouTube. It looks like Instagram, SoundCloud, TikTok, Spotify, Amazon. It's all there.
It's all there. Yeah. Trying to get that dream of music out there, and it's so funny. And a lot of independent artists know this. You spend a lot more time on promoting yourself than you do on writing, and hopefully that will change, Tim. In the future, I'll be able to have a team of people doing that for me. But at the moment, Yeah, at the moment it's all me.
Well, we're going to put you out on 10 radio stations with one push of the button tonight, and I would love to have you back in a couple of months. Have a great summer, and it will be Christmas before you know it, won't it?
Oh, my goodness. You're right. You're right. Oh, my goodness, we're only a few months away, Tim. That's incredible.
I just, I had a guy on here not too long ago, and he's from Canada, too. His name's Terrence Hart, and he's got a great song called Snow in July. I love to play that one.
Oh, yeah. I'll look him up.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we're going to play Wildfire, and then we're going to talk to you some more later on down the road. I appreciate the time tonight. Thank you, Jonathan, for being here.
Oh, my pleasure, Tim. Thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome. This is Wildfire from Jonathan Williams on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this New Music Friday.
Smoke rings in a beat-up bar, heartstrings pulled apart, a lonely fool looking for a spark, matchbook on the table. Some endings you just can't see. I stayed wild and you stayed free. That's the way we were born to be. I'll always think of you. When it hurts, let it hurt. When it burns, let it burn. Your leaving is the flame on the gasoline, but the goodbye scars on me, burning like a wildfire. You were looking for a new light, burning like a wildfire. I was living in a dark time. You can't hold back a storm like that. Memories turned to ashes, burning like a wildfire. Why you gotta make it burn? The summer sun was being you. You ran around and I stayed true. The kind of wild you can't put into a bedside picture frame. When it hurts, let it hurt. When it burns, let it burn. Your leaving is a flame on the gasoline, but the goodbye scars on me, burning like a wildfire. You were looking for a new light, burning like a wildfire. I was living in a dark time. You can't hold back a storm like that. Memories turn to ashes, burning like a wildfire. Why you gotta make it burn? Turn the headlights to the past. Anything to get that goodbye back. When the heat burns way too fast for a love like ours to last. Oh, why you gotta make it burn? Why you gotta make it burn? Burning like a wildfire. You were looking for a new light, burning like a wildfire. I was living in a dark time. You can't hold back a storm like that. Memories turn to ashes, burning like a wildfire. Why you gotta make it burn? Why you gotta make it burn?
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
This was your last goodbye when you called me on the phone. The sun's setting on me tonight. Never thought I'd be alone in this bar on this night, drowning hurt in the neon light. Will I ever feel that emptiness inside? When our lipstick stains every whiskey glass, our song comes on and I'm right back in the past. On a proof won't chase away your
knows the reasons why you walked out of my life. It burns so bitter cold. Goodbye. That's what a heartbreak tastes like. That fire you left still marble red, burning in my mind. That last call shot of your sweet smile haunts me all the time. I cannot run, the salt, the wound, the damage done. You're everywhere, so what's the point of trying? When our lipstick stains every whiskey glass, our song comes on and I'm right back in the past. On a proof won't chase away your memory, can't erase a kiss like that. God knows the reasons why you walked out of my life. It burns so bitter cold. Goodbye. That's what a heartbreak tastes like. The sting, the burn, the hurt, the wonder why. Like a 100-proof heart on fire. When her lipstick stains every whiskey glass, our song comes on and I'm right back in the past. On a proof won't chase away your memory, can't erase a kiss like that. God knows the reasons why you walked out of my life. Burn slow, bitter cold. Goodbye. That's what a heartbreak tastes like. That's what a heartbreak tastes like. God knows the reasons why. God knows the reasons why. That's what a heartbreak tastes like. That's what a heartbreak tastes like.
His name is Jonathan Williams. That's what a heartbreak tastes like. What a great artist he is. And Jonathan, it does not have that first H in his name. So it is Jonathan Williams Official. Go check him out on that website. He is a great Canadian artist, and we had a great radio interview tonight. And come back anytime, Jonathan Williams. You're fantastic, and we love your music as well. Welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show on KICR IndieCountryRadio.com from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I am live on Facebook, on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air, and we're also on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio. Like and subscribe, and you'll get notified when I go on live next, which will be Wednesday and Thursday next week. There will be no New Music Friday show. I will be attending a Kansas City Chiefs preseason game at Arrowhead Stadium when they play the Bears in the 3rd preseason game of the year. So we'll be having that fun, but you guys will be having fun too, listening to the pre-recorded shows, won't you? Absolutely. This next artist was a special guest last night on my Triple Play Thursday show. She is also a great Canadian artist. Her name is Genevieve Fisher. This is called Nothing With You. I could do that at least for another hour on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
Hey baby, I know you wanna treat me right. Take me out, show me off, show me a good time. But hey baby, we can save it for another night. Looking at you right now, I got someone else in mind. We can ditch that high on a 5-star reservation. Skip to the good part we've been waiting for all week long. Yeah, just the two of us alone. Baby, we got red wine all night, no empty. We could stay right here, tangled up in sheets. Yeah, all I wanna do 5-star reservation. Skip to the good part we've been waiting for all week long. Yeah, just the two of us alone. Baby, we got red time all night, know how to feel it. Staying right here, tangled up in sheets. Yeah, all I wanna do, yeah, all I wanna do is do not the way you act, the way you.
Party till we drop.
It's always a party.
Just partying it up. Your country party is here all summer.
It's summertime.
Crank up the AC, because things are heating up.
No, seriously, turn up the AC or the shirt's coming off. You don't want to see this dad bod.
Turning up the summer country right now.
Every single summer, I wonder if you think about me.
Your summertime station is Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Woke up on my couch again, bed still made, it ain't been slept in. I can't find my clothes or my keys. There ain't no truck parked in my drive, I guess I cabbed it home last night. Looks like my friends and I got on the whiskey. I must have had a good time last night, gotta clear the cobwebs from my mind. Opened up his bloodshot red eyes and it felt like a jackhammer pounding my head. Where did this tattoo come from? I can't remember one thing I've done, but judging by the bar receipt I just found from last night, I must have had a good time. We went downtown to hear some blues, was just gonna have us a beer or two. Then Tony ordered all of us a shot on me. It all went downhill from there, those Jaeger bombs and a smoky air sure did a number on my memory. I must have had a good time last night, gotta clear the cobwebs from my mind. Opened up his bloodshot red eyes and it felt like a jackhammer pounding my head. Where did this tattoo come from? I can't remember one thing I've done, but judging by the bar receipt I just found from last night, yeah, we must have had a good time. I'm gonna have to find my phone, call my buddy for a ride. No, I don't remember, but this will remind me what I did last night. Must have had a good time last night, gotta clear the cobwebs from my mind. Opened up his bloodshot red eyes and it felt like a jackhammer pounding my head. Where did this tattoo come from? I can't remember one thing I've done, but judging by the bar receipt and the photos I got and all the photos on my phone we took last night, must have had a good time.
Tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
guess I finally lost this time. Just by now, she's crossing that Texas line. She said it's not working anymore. She packed her things and headed out the door. She didn't even waste time to say goodbye. She just headed west towards a blue, clear sky. Damn, Dallas, why'd you do me like that? Took everything that I've ever had and left me alone here in Tennessee. Damn, Dallas, she's long gone back to the place she called home, man. Now she's nothing but a memory. Damn, Dallas, why'd you have to do this to me? I hope this day will never come. Will she leave me for her first true love? And now I pray that she will stay. But that Lone Star State kept calling her name. Yeah, I put her first, gave her all of me. But like wild horses, that girl was born free. Damn, Dallas, why'd you do me like that? Took everything that I've ever had and left me alone here in Tennessee. Damn, Dallas, she's long gone back to the place she called home, man. Now she's nothing but a memory. Damn, Dallas, why'd you have to do this to me? I guess Fort Worth must have crossed her mind. There's no way I could have stopped her this time. Damn, Dallas, why'd you do me like that? Took everything that I've ever had and left me alone here in Tennessee. Damn, Dallas, she's long gone back to the place she called home, man. Now she's nothing but a memory. Damn, Dallas, damn, Dallas, why'd you have to do this to me? Oh, why'd you have to do this to me?
They are the Hutchison Brothers, and they got a smash hit on their hands. That is called Damn Dallas, and you can check out the video to that great song that came out last week. It is on my TV channel. That is ICTV, Indie Country Television. That tab is at the top of the homepage of the website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Before that, the brand new single from my good friend Trey Calloway from Nashville, Tennessee. Must have had a good time. Man, I'm telling you, we have. In 2.5 hours into this show, we've had a great time tonight. Go get that song, though, too. It just hit all streaming platforms as well. Trey Calloway and Must Have Had a Good Time. Gary Grant Chamberlain is up next with a great song called Just Go to Church. Video to this one also on ICTV Indie Country Television and right now on KICR Indie Country Radio and The Tim Kelly Show on New Music Friday.
I could strum this old guitar till my fingers hurt. Sing about all the scars left by her. I could try to write a song about loved ones that are gone. I could wonder why my life is such a blur. Just go to church. I could call into work when I'm feeling down. I could make it all worse with a bottle of Crown. I could throw away my phone or break every little thing I own. I could try to drive from here to Fort Worth, or just go to church. I could try to smoke until I can't breathe. Spend my last dime on a bag of weed. I could waste all my time looking for another life. I could fight everyone I know while I search. Just go to church. I've been there and done that. I've lost everything I had, and I didn't even have a choice. The house and my car, take away every dream-filled star. But why'd you have to steal my little boy? I could stand in the rain and wash all the pain away, and try to let it go when I'm not sure. I could just go church. Yeah, just go to church.
Howdy, y'all. This is John Stork, and this is my new single, Cowboy, right here on The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
When her hair's falling down and she don't wanna fix it. When an old t-shirt is all that she's got on. When she's in the mood for sipping whiskey and drops a needle on that song. When she calls me cowboy, she's got my attention. When she calls me cowboy, she don't even have to mention what she wants. Yeah, I know what it is. Kill the lights, take your time, kind of kiss. She looks at me like, bring it right here, right now, boy. When she calls me cowboy.
off her lips, the world just stops turning. It hangs in the air like a perfume on my shirt. Man, there's just something about a woman when she only needs one word. When she calls me cowboy, she's got my attention. When she calls me cowboy, she don't even have to mention what she wants. Yeah, know what it is. Kill the lights, take your time, kind of kiss. She looks at me like, bring it right here, right now, boy. And she calls me cowboy. She calls me cowboy. Whoa, and she's got my attention. When she calls me cowboy, she don't even have to mention what she wants. Yeah, know what it is. To kill the lights, take your time, kind of kiss. She smiles at me like, you better make your move right now, boy. And she calls me cowboy. When she calls me cowboy.
That is a brand new song from a guy from Houston, Texas. His name is John as well. It's Jon, and Stork is his last name, just like the kind that brought me to my mother. No, I'm just kidding about that, but maybe. Cowboy, that's the title of his latest single, John Stork, and he's a great artist from Houston, Texas. This next artist is from Texas as well. He's hanging out with us right now on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air, and he's got a great New Music Friday song called Seems Like. Wes Ryan on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Seems like I lean in and you turn your head away. Seems like you're here in the night but gone by day. Seems like you've been chasing something I can't see, and I'm just standing here wondering why it isn't me. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart. I'm taking it home. Seems like we keep smiling for the sake of the crowd. Seems like we turn the TV up to drown the sound. Seems like we're side by side but miles away, and I keep wondering if there's anything left to say. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams, like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart.
like we're coming apart at the seams. Like there's something lying in between. Every kiss we steal feels less like a dream and more like goodbye, though you haven't said it to me. Yeah, it's breaking my heart, and I'm taking it home. Oh, we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like we're coming apart at the seams. Seems like
That is brand new music from Wes Ryan from the great state of Texas, and he is great. It is called Seems Like. Seems like you need to go stream that one, ladies and gentlemen. He was telling us on TikTok the very first day that it came out, 15,000 listens already, and we're putting him on 11 radio stations tonight around the country and around the world. Tyler Kinch is going to be a special guest on the Tim Kelly Show later on this year, and I'll look forward to that as well. Go give him a like and a follow and stream his brand new single. It is called One Horse Town. Tyler Kinch on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Friday.
Tell me it's over. Tell me you're gone. Just don't tell me after all the things I've done. I've done you wrong. Tell me it's too late. You made up your mind. Ain't gonna stick around to see this land your daddy left behind. 'Cause she's tired of this one horse, one light town. She's tired of this one way in or out. I wish she could see just what I see in her now. She's more than this one horse town. Told them you'd make it. Told them you're strong. Told them you're brighter than the lights on Main Street that we grew up on. 'Cause she's tired of this one horse, one light town. She's tired of this one way in or out. I wish she could see just what I see in her now. She's more than this one horse town. She's tired of this one horse, one light town. She's tired of this one way in or out. She's tired of everybody telling her right from wrong. She's tired of this vision not becoming a dream. She's tired of this living not being anything. I wish she could see just what I see in her now. She's more than this one horse town. She's more than this one horse town.
This is Montana Lane, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show, syndicated worldwide, playing new country.
Your last sip, your last sip, your last sip, your last sip.
That talented lady is also from Texas. She is my good friend Terry Knight. Terri is how you spell Terry. And she is affectionately known as the Queen. She's the Queen of Country Radio. She's on 107.1 The Wolf in Colorado City, Texas on the afternoon drive. And she's got a brand new single out right there. She's also an artist, as you can tell, and a great one. It is called Your Last Sip. Well, get ready to take your last sip. We got about 17 minutes left to go in the show, but I've got another great Texas artist. His name is Mike Corellis, and our interview is going to air on August the 29th, and I look forward to having him on the program and hearing the stories behind some of these songs and how he puts them out so quick. This brand new song I haven't played yet. Let's give it its debut tonight on New Music Friday. It is called I Didn't from Mike Corellis on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Friday.
You used to call just to hear my voice. I'd answer halfway, like love was a choice. Thought you'd always be there, figured I had time. Now I'm standing in a house that don't feel like mine. Your keys on the table, your side of the bed still made, and I'd give anything to take back the things I didn't say. You waited until I didn't, held on till you couldn't. I swore I'd get it right, just needed a minute, but you can't slow down a heart that's finished. You begged me to see you, I said I will, didn't. Now I'm talking to a photograph, wishing I treated love different. You waited until I didn't. Your things in boxes, like you never meant to stay. Guess you finally figured I'd never change. You gave me mornings, nights and years. I gave you reasons to disappear. Now it's too damn quiet and too late to chase your car. I kept you close, but never close enough to my heart. You waited until I didn't, held on till you couldn't. I swore I'd get it right, just needed a minute, but you can't slow down a heart that's finished. You begged me to see you, I said I will, didn't. Now I'm talking to a photograph, wishing I had treated love different. You waited until I didn't. I had every chance to show up, but I just showed up late. You don't get forever when you teach someone to wait. You waited until I didn't, held on till you couldn't. Said you'd always love me, turns out you meant it. But love can run dry when you never committed. You begged me to see you, I said I will, didn't. Now I'm the one who's stuck in it. You waited until I didn't.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
You can show up late, not show up at all. It won't complain if you can barely walk. You can be broke or you can be rich. You can buy 24, 12, or 6. No, beer don't care if the party goes all night long. Don't care about the pictures that are on your phone. It don't even give a damn if you don't come home. I swear, beer don't care. It could be midnight or the middle of the day. It won't judge, it don't discriminate. You can be shy or pool party loud. All it wants is a cold can crown. No, beer don't care if the party goes all night long. Don't care about the pictures that are on your phone. It don't even give a damn if you don't come home. I swear, beer don't care if you're buzzing just like neon. Get your Coors, Bud, Pabst, or your Blue Moon on. The beer don't care if the party goes all night long. Don't care about the pictures that are on your phone. It don't even give a damn if you don't come home. I swear, beer don't care if you wear a lampshade on your head. Don't care if your boss thinks you might be dead. Don't even give a damn what you're here to forget. I swear, beer don't care. Beer don't care.
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
I remember when I was 3, we'd sing country songs in our home on Fiddle Street. Now looking back, it's plain to see how simple was so good and so free. I'll drive the memories. I'll head into Branson, West 76th Strip. Walk the landing and walk my memories. Drive through the Ozarks, where I found my start. No matter where I am, I'll always be in Branson. I remember 16, my first year. I fell in love and broke my heart for the first time. I wouldn't change things. I'll take what life brings, no matter where I go. I never left home. I'll head into Branson, West 76th Strip. Walk the landing and walk my memories. Drive through the Ozarks, where I found my start. No matter where I am, I'll always be in Branson. I'll always be in Branson. I'll always be in Branson. I left at 18, had to leave for my dream. I met a man, he heard the music in me. Now each December, no tour till summer. Hand in hand we'll walk the memory. I'll head into Branson, West 76th Street. Walk the landing and walk my memories. Drive through the Ozarks, where I found my start. No matter where I am, I'll always be in Branson. I'll head into Branson, West 76th Strip. Walk the landing by Lake Tahoe. Drive through the Ozarks, where I found my start. No matter where I am, I'll always be in Branson. And I'll stay. Ooh, and I'll stay. Ooh, and I'll stay. Leave flowers for me in Branson.
She is my good friend Shimmer Johnson from a great group called Shimmer Road. She's now living in Canada, but she went to high school in Branson. She knows all about Branson, the live show capital of the world, so she wrote a great song about it. And I'll tell you what, I've heard several songs about Branson. That is my favorite of all time. Shimmer Road right there, and a great tune called Branson. You can check out the video to that on ICTV, Indie Country Television. That tab is at the top of the homepage of the website at KICR Indie Country Radio.com. That's going to do it for this week's edition of New Music Friday, ladies and gentlemen, on the Tim Kelly Show. I want to thank my special guests, Jesse Smith and Jonathan Williams, great Canadian artists, for being with me here tonight. Next week, I'll be on the air live on Wednesday and Thursday night, both times at 7 p.m. Central Time. And until then, I want to tell you this. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions, and like the Tim Kelly Show on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry. Turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. Taking back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry. Turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. Oh. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry.
turn back the pages of your